Yo, this is your boy LS, recording artist, producer, songwriter, man, the one and only. I'm sitting here chilling with your boy on Europe TV.
We up, they down. That's cause we stay down until we came up. Until we came up. Yeah. We up, they down. That's cause we stay down until we came up. Until we came up. Hey, whole lot of shit I've been through. Whole lot of
LS.
Yes, sir.
Welcome to Your TV, my man.
Right on, man. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, I appreciate you for reaching out and actually accepting my invitation as well.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
All on me.
Yeah, so this is my first time in Colorado, man. I don't know if you've been following the platform, but I'm from Greenville, North Carolina.
Okay.
That's miles and miles and miles.
Deep down in there.
Yeah, we nowhere near this area at all.
Right.
I don't know nobody who's ever been here except for, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But so what is it like being, you know what I'm saying, our complexion in this area, bro?
Number one, you're heavily a minority.
Word, heavily.
There's other types of brown, but not our type of brown. So
Okay.
I think the numbers was like it's under 10% black here, if I'm not mistaken.
Under 10%?
Under 10%, yeah.
Sheesh.
And coming where I'm from, I'm from just outside of Kansas City. I'm used to seeing a lot of pepper in the streets. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
Coming here,
They said pepper.
a lot of pepper. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's lacking a little. You know when you see
I
the meat,
know.
they
I
ain't
see.
got
I know
no
exactly what you
seasoning
mean,
on it,
bro.
you know what I mean? So, but no, like coming here was a little bit of a culture shock because it's like pristine. You know, you got the mountains. They really do a good job of keeping stuff clean. It's a lot of green here as far as but like parks and outdoors and all that. So you come here and it's like, oh, it's so fresh. But then you look around and there's nobody else that looks like you enjoying this fresh air.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And people are typically cool. You know, there's nonsense everywhere.
Yeah.
But you know, people are typically cool here, so you kind of adjust to it. But then when I go home, it's like I get slapped again with another culture adjustment because now I'm back home, like everything looks like me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
I got you.
So it takes a little bit of adjustment, just like the elevation. You know what I'm saying?
What's the best thing to do? The best thing to do in the city if you're a tourist?
Denver's really good with like art, man. There's so many dope art museums here.
Word.
You know, I'm not necessarily the smoker, but you know what I'm saying, I'll do a quick edible here and there.
Oh, word.
Do a little edible.
Is that that's legal here too? Edibles?
Oh yeah,
Word.
Of course, yeah. You go to dispensary, you know what I'm saying?
We gotta go to a dispensary.
Yeah. You reminded me, you're like, I need to go get some. Because usually that's part of my workflow, you know what I'm saying?
Word.
I take a little edible, had a tequila parked, and we buy.
That's
but no, do an edible and go check out the museums. That's really crazy. Our aquarium's really dope.
Word.
The whole walk under the water and the fish are over the top.
I got that?
Yeah.
What?
I don't know.
Yeah. It's downtown.
Yeah. I'm going.
And
might need to go tomorrow.
even with COVID, like they got it. I think it's by reservation, so you just got to set your time online, and then you show up, and they got it segmented out so you don't bunch.
Facts.
But yeah, it's just dope. So there's a lot of good things to do. That's just vibey here. And then of course you got the mountains. They're 30 minutes and you can go hike. You know, you won't breathe, but you know what I'm saying? But you can go hike a little bit.
When did you first get into music, man?
I've been into music basically since my talking years, man, toddler age. My mom said, you know, back in the day, like I always had like this knack for music, and I just would sing. I would sing along, like I'd be humming.
Can you tell us a story about earlier when you said you heard Sammy?
Oh yeah, so Sammy, back in the day when I first realized like I might have had a little something going on. Sammy had jumped off with the "I Like," I like the way, and then you know I still had the little non-puberty voice, so I could hit all that stuff he was doing, and I was like, yo, I sound like Sammy, you know, and that was like the first flash of like, okay, he's on the radio all over the place, but I sound just like him, but you still don't necessarily, when you first realize your gift, you don't always dive headfirst into it because you're nervous about people accepting it. And that was the first time I dealt with like keeping that part to myself because I was worried if somebody else was going to agree that I sound like Sammy or not. You know what I'm saying?
I feel that. I feel that.
But yeah, that was my first time, man. That Sammy, that was a big record for him, and I identified with it because that's that puppy love stage.
Facts. What would you say has been the hardest thing to do, man, when trying to be an artist in the industry? Because I know we talked earlier, and you say you're an independent artist.
Yeah.
And you've been independent.
Yeah.
So what do you think has stop you from making it in the game?
One of the bigger hurdles to jump right now specifically is not necessarily the creative part, right? Because that comes with knowing who you are.
Yeah.
I'm old enough now. I've experienced enough life to where I'm comfortable in my own skin.
Okay.
I'm comfortable with the story I need to tell.
Okay.
I know what story to tell, and I know who to tell it to. Now it's getting other people to know that you're a storyteller. Marketing, branding, the things that don't come naturally to me specifically. I never had the dream of having a fashion line. Or being some type of an entity outside of what I do with music. I just genuinely love music so much. Other people came across it and said it sounded good. So that part of making it more of an industry and revenue stream, that's like the hardest part, man. Is just everything away from the microphone and the keys. You know, for me,
like the business aspect.
Yeah, the business aspect. Like I'm all about counting my zeros, but you got to know how to put it in front of somebody so they can give them to you.
Yeah,
and that's the hardest part. You know what I'm saying? But it's cool and refreshing. Like I always try to keep an open mind with life, so I can be receptive to learning, because that's how you continue to grow. You got to be ready to learn, and what better way to live your life when you're constantly learning for something that you're generating. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll be cool with learning business and things of that nature associated with my music because it's mine. Yeah. You know, it's not for somebody else's business. I'm learning how to do their books. This is my bookkeeping. True. You know what I'm saying? So
what would you say to a young up and comer artist, you know what I'm saying, and give, because I know I've heard some of your music. Yeah. And you're actually talented.
Right. Appreciate that.
Yeah. I don't really say that to everybody. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate the honesty, because there's too many people that are talented right now. You know what I'm saying? There's not enough no's, it's too many yeses. Yeah. And yeses are necessary so you can refine yourself. You know what I'm saying? Some people are feeling like they've arrived and you haven't went anywhere. You you still on the porch. You just went outside.
That's true.
What I'm saying?
That's true.
So
but that's why we had these interviews, man, to bring people down to ground level. Right. You see what I'm saying? Like, this gives people an insight of you, who you are as a person. Sure. Of course, they see you as an artist. Yeah. But when you have an interview and actually talk, people see your personality. Right. Because now what I'm realizing is that people buy into the artist more than they buy into the art at this point. Yeah. Like, let's go business. They'll buy into the person more than they buy into the product. Yeah. And all you need is 1,000 fans and you're going to get money every day. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's the threshold.
That's true. Yeah.